A downfall from luxury living, from flying on a private jet to a Jaguars game to lounging on a boat in Miami for an international racing event. This former Jaguars employee who embezzled millions from the team because he said he has a gambling addiction is preparing to head to prison. He did not respond when News4 Jax reporter Ann Maxwell tried to question him moments after he heard his sentence.
We understand the gambling addiction argument, but what about the country club membership, the trips?
31-year-old Amit Patel faced a judge today who told him he will spend more than 6 years in federal prison for his crimes.
He spent most of the money he stole from the Jaguars on online sports gambling, but also on personal expenses such as lavish vacations, private jets, spa treatments, concerts, sporting events, a $95,000 watch, and more. News4 Jax reporter Ann Maxwell was in the courtroom where Patel apologized.
We understand the gambling addiction argument, but what about the country club membership, the trips? Is there an explanation for that? Amit Patel was silent, leaving federal court after being sentenced to 6.5 years in prison for stealing more than $22 million from his former employer. Do you feel like that sentence is fair? Based on the facts of the case, federal prosecutor Michael Cooligan had been arguing for a 7-year sentence.
I think it was a fair and just outcome.
Prosecutors said Patel used his position as a financial planning and analysis manager for the Jacksonville Jaguars to spend millions on the team's virtual credit card for his personal use, creating phony statements to cover it up. A government analysis found Patel spent more than $21 million of the Jags' money on online gambling sites FanDuel and DraftKings, and funneling more than $5 million to his personal accounts, spending nearly $79,000 of embezzled money to travel on private jets, $200,000 on golf memorabilia, $78,000 on a country club membership, $140,000 on eBay, $25,000 at restaurants and bars, and $234,000 on his home and vehicles. Patel's attorney said his client suffers addictions to gambling, alcohol, and drugs, but has worked hard to turn his life around, getting sober, going to meetings, and even starting a Gamblers Anonymous chapter in Jacksonville Beach. Patel told the court today in front of friends and family who packed the courtroom to support him he was sickened with shame, saying he can never fully convey how sorry he is to those he hurt. He said his sobriety has given him clarity, and he is committed to using his story to help others who are struggling. The court also ordered Patel to pay back more than $21 million in restitution, making payments of $250 a month once he's out of prison. He has the opportunity to appeal this sentence and 90 days to turn himself in. Patel's attorney suggested in court today his client was spending so much money on stuff so he could resell it to keep gambling. Meanwhile, the government argued Patel spent money to live a life of luxury. I mean, you see some of the photos here. These were entered into evidence. Prosecutors pointed to how Patel spent about $279,000 on travel, making trips to Miami, Sea Island, London, and more. Stacey.
Thank you, Ann. And if you struggle with a gambling addiction, there is help. There's a hotline you can call for confidential help. It's 1-800-662-4357. We have also posted this number on our website.